back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the earnings for Adobe. Adobe declared its earnings and it dropped top and bottom, unfortunately. But most of you will think Adobe is just about PDF and editing your pictures and maybe videos. Adobe actually does much more than that. Let's have a look into Adobe earnings and revenue. Before that, let me have a quick coffee. Cheers. Adobe revenue is 17.65 billion. The estimate is 17.9 billion. Drops on revenue, by near miss. The EPS is $13.50, $13.50. The expectation is $13.70. So it dropped top and bottom. Adobe is one of the stocks in my portfolio. We also have it in Elite Pro, Elite 100, Elite Prime, and we always include it in our multi-assets. Adobe stock price has dropped due to the miss of the earnings and revenue, but I would say it's actually a good thing that the price actually dropped. It's a good opportunity for you to be able to have Adobe to your position. If you don't have at all, then you get it first. If you already own Adobe, you can add to your position. I have Adobe on my portfolio. I'm adding more so that I could bring my average price down. Adobe is a unique stock. The finances are good. The revenue is usually good. This earnings is partly due to the Ukraine-Russia conflict. I watched the earnings call. I'm not impressed by the management of Adobe. They didn't really say what are the effects, why the revenue drop and EPS, why the miss. They could have actually made a case to say, due to the Russia, blah, 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 we moved out of Russia, so we lost some market. Hey, everyone knows that, Russia conflict, most companies pull their way there and they lose revenue one way or the other, part of it, which is okay. They didn't make a good case for it. But then, I have the details here. Let's have a look at it to detail. We will look at the finances, the financials, income statement, balance sheet, and the cash flow. We'll also have a look at the technical chart for price action. Let's see what we can get if we get the information we cannot get on the financial segment. Let's have a look.
Here is Q2 fiscal 2022 revenue earnings for um, Adobe. You can see cash flow from operation exceed 2 billion in the quarter. Let's dive into the most important information, but let's go with this. Adobe achieved record Q2 revenue with strong demand across Creative Cloud, Document, and Experience Cloud, said Shantu Narayan, Chairman and CEO Adobe. We are winning in our established businesses and seeing significant momentum in new categories from content authoring for a broad base of creator to PDF functionality on the web to the leading real-time customer data platform for global enterprise. We deliver another quarter of strong physical result with greater than 2 billion in operating cash flow. Second quarter fiscal, Adobe achieved record revenue of 4.39 billion in its second quarter of fiscal year 2022, which represents 14% year-over-year growth or 15% in constant currency, which um, diluted earnings per share was $2.49 on GAAP basis and $3.35 on non-GAAP basis. Um, that is American accounting system, and you can find out more. And that cash flow from operation were 2.04 billion. Remaining performance obligation, that's the RPO, existing exiting the quarter were 13.82 billion. Adobe repurchased approximately 1.9 million shares during the quarter, which is very good. That's a buyback. Second quarter fiscal year 2022 business segment highlight. This is the big business segment highlight. Digital media segment revenue was 3.20 billion, which represents 50% year over year growth or 60% in constant currency. Net new digital media annualized recurring revenue was 464 million, exiting the quarter with digital media ARR 12.95 billion. Digital experience segment revenue was 1.10 billion, representing 17% year over year. You can see different segments of their business, how they have performed. Here, physical target. Adobe is providing third quarter and updated full fiscal year 2022 target that factor in the following: the increase in effect taxes resulting from lower than expected tax benefit associated with stock-based compensation. Let's go down here. The following table summarizes Adobe third quarter fiscal year. This is what you really need to see of the table. The total revenue here 4.43 billion. Digital media annualized 430 million of net new ARR. Digital media segment revenue year over year growth 13%, 16% constant in currency. That's a foreign exchange. Digital experience segment revenue year over year 12%, 14%, same thing. Digital experience subscription revenue year over year 13%. Tax rate, GAAP and non-GAAP, the accounting system. Earnings per share $2.35, non-GAAP $3.33. The following table summarizes Adobe updated fiscal year 2022 target. Total revenue 17.65 billion. Digital media analyzed 1.90 billion. Digital media segment, you know, almost the same from what we have read. Adobe webcast conference calling. We don't need this. Forward-looking statement, not you don't need all that. Okay, here in March 2022, the company disclosed an increase in effective tax rate resulting from lower than expected tax benefit associated with the stock-based compensation. In March 2022, the company disclosed an expected impact of 75 million to fiscal year 2022 digital media revenue from these events. Target assumed share count of this is 470 million for third quarter fiscal year 2022, adjusted to account for the extra week in fiscal quarter year 2021. Adobe. Um, as you can see, there's a lot of information here. Um, if you for the figure itself, here you can see. Sorry about that. In millions, condensed consolidated statement of income, revenue, subscription is for okay, in thousand, 4,000, 70 compared to last year at by end of June 3rd. Product, services, or that cost of revenue 410 compared to last year was a bit higher. Um, Product, it's still the same, it remains the same. Services and other 120, 107 this year was higher. Total cost of revenue 539 here, 449. Gross profit is 3,847. Sorry, in million. So 3,800. Sorry about that. It is million. Operating expenses, research and development, sales and marketing. Total operating expenses is 2.2 million 318. Operating income is 1,500,000 29. Let's go on to the cash flow. Consolidated. This is cash and cash equivalent. 3,365,000, slightly down from that period of last year, December last year. Um, Liabilities and stockholder share. This is very significant. Total current liability is 7,800,385. It was higher than last year. Long-term liability, the fact total liability here is total liability of, for this period is 12,341,000. Total liability and stockholder equity 26,326,000. Cash flow from operating activity. You can drill down to see each of these. The most important thing is the free cash flow, which okay, here we have cash and cash equivalent at the end of the period is 3,365,000. This gap and non-gap system is accounting system. 3 month ended operating income, net income, diluted. Well, in your whole time, you can drill down to look at all these line by line. Um, I would wanted to see the um, the balance sheet, but here it's not stated there. So let's go on to, or we can actually look at analyst relation. We don't need that. Let's go on to the technical chart so we can get more information from the price action. This is the technical chart for Adobe. This is a daily chart. As you can see, the 52 weeks high or the historical high for Adobe is $699, while the 52 weeks low is actually 338. But the 52 weeks high is 699. From that 62 weeks high, Adobe has been falling. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look at the moving average. Let's draw this channel here. As you can see, it is sloping, downward sloping, and we are on a daily chart. Here you can see we're trading below 20-day moving average, below 50-day moving average. This is the 200-day moving average, meaning that this stock has been the last 20 days. We have been trading within the last 20 days. So 20 days, this is the price it has been. It has been within here the last 20 days. So we are trading below 20-day moving average. And as you can see, it actually closed on a support last Friday. Today is Sunday, the 19th. So it closed on Friday. This is where it closed on Friday, is on a support. But you can see we've been doing that within this channel here. You can see lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So we have been trading. It has been trending down. Now let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, this is even far more revealing. The weekly chart from 669, which was the highest, which was the all-time high, it has been trending down till date. On a weekly chart, we are below 200-day moving average. You see, this price has been below 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average, we're trading below 50-day moving average and 20-day. Okay, the 20-day moving average is serving as resistance here. But you can see within this channel has been dropping down. It has been downward trending. Let's have a look at it, what it has dropped from that high. From that high till date, Adobe has dropped 47.4%. It has dropped from that high. So you can see this as 47% discount from the 52-week high of Adobe. Let's go back to daily chart. On the daily chart, as you can see, it actually closed on the support here. There's a gap down between here and here, meaning somehow this gap will be filled back on the way up. I'd rather have a gap down than a gap up. See, a gap down gives opportunity for you to be able to buy in a lower price. A gap up, as you know, it's on a higher price. However, where it is now, I'm not encouraging, I'm not saying you should go, if you want to buy, you should go all in. As you can see, the stock is trending down, meaning that it could still go further down. So a dollar cost averaging strategy is the best way to go. Let's go back on let's have a look at it on
you have seen the finances, you've seen the balance sheet. Adobe is a huge company, and you have seen that the price has dropped. It's an opportunity for you to have the position. When bear market, be careful, do not have everything at once. You could do dollar cost averaging, but also you need to know, because the price, we don't know when we're going to bottom on the bear market. I don't think that should be your own worries. Just continue to have it down if you can. I mean, it's like having Adobe on sale. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We continue to produce content that will support your investment journey. Please, thank you. Call again.